it's Marina, Travel Experta, and today let's talk about all-inclusive resorts. Are you guys ready for an adventure? Let's begin. So I haven't been to an all-inclusive resort since I was in my teens. So we're talking going on 30 years or even maybe more. And to be honest with you, I would like to try an all inclusive. They seem really fun. They seem like they've got all this cool stuff going on. And where is the mecca of all inclusive? From all sorts, from family all inclusives, adult only all inclusives, any kind of all inclusives you could imagine. Cancun, Mexico. The hotel zone was literally designed just for these enormous resorts that are all inclusive to be built and for you to indulge and be in pure decadence. And honestly, for my 50th birthday, that's what I wanted to do for me and my husband. Well, one of those little things, right? Because I always like to celebrate big, usually with the whole family. But this time I wanted to do something with my husband and then also with my whole family. So me and my husband decided to go for only 3 nights, which is actually only 2.5 full days in an all-inclusive on the beach by the pools. That's really all I can manage in that because, I'm not really one to sit by the beach. So finding an all-inclusive, how do you even go about doing that? And by the way, the price ranges are between $200 per night to almost $1,200 per night for two people. What does $1,200 per night include? I can't even imagine because they don't really explain in detail, but there's definitely going to be a difference between 200 and 1,200. So where do you look? Because you can definitely go directly to, the location and put in all inclusives and you literally will get like 30 to 50 to even 100 options. How do you narrow it down? So you can narrow it down by all inclusive, adult only, kid friendly. There's all these different things. Also, do they have water parks or amusement parks or stuff on the actual property, right? So that will help you really narrow it down to what you want to do. The other thing that I've noticed is, yes, you could definitely go to their websites. However, you're not going to get the best deals on their websites, and you're certainly not going to get a good deal going to a travel agent. What I found was I did a lot of research. I absolutely love to do the research. So for me, this was super fun. So I first went on Kayak. Kayak, the cool thing about kayak.com is that it takes you to all the different deals that are going on. And the one that I liked the most was Priceline. I've actually used Priceline once before for their price breakers, which is you get three different ones for a low price, and they choose the hotel for you. They're all quite similar, the hotels. So I decided after a lot of research, I also went on Groupon.com and I found some decent deals, but some of them, even though you put in a location, they're like 20, 40 minutes away from that location. So I couldn't find the ones that I really wanted for that location for the time that we wanted to go. So Priceline.com was really where I ended up going. And I ended up, after a lot of research, coming up with one of those three price breaker deals. We ended up going to Sandoz Cancun Resort. However, they're all so similar. And I really recommend looking for those deals because those deals, you literally get everything that you would if you went through the site. Another thing that I also did was I went on Airbnb. So here's the catch with Airbnb when it's all inclusive. So these all inclusive hotels, they also have like price, like these, price, like these shares. I don't even know, like you could buy like a rental timeshares. That's what it's called, timeshares. You could also be like an extra member for this elite service. You don't need any of that. You have so much that's already available. So the way on Airbnb, what I recognized was that you're paying somebody a certain fee just to get you into these elite memberships, and then you still have to pay the full all-inclusive fee to the resort once you arrive. So I found the same deal, like Sandoz where we're staying on Airbnb. And then when I got it through Priceline, and I ended up saving almost $400, but almost the exact same thing, minus like an extra bar. Who cares, right? You get more than enough for the base price as is. So I definitely recommend doing some research. It does not matter where in the world you will be going. These sites pretty much cover all of them, and also the time of the year. So anyways, hopefully this episode really helped you guys in understanding how to find the best all-inclusives, and they are really cool to experience. I personally, after 2 days, it's more than enough to indulge as in many restaurants and drinks you could possibly do. 2 days is more than enough for me and my husband. Some people prefer to stay longer, and usually the activities and tours are not included. That usually is a separate cost. Okay, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Leave me a review, and I love to hear your feedback and share with your friend. And if you want more ideas for cool ways to travel, make sure you go to travelexperta.com. That's travel expert with an A.com. And remember to make every day an adventure.